What's up guys, it's Chewy here. Today I am here with my top 10 non-Schleich figures, meaning that all of these figures on this list are from brands like Papo, Safari Ltd, Mojo, Collect Day, etc. These are also only canines and felines as I don't own any horses from these brands. And remember, this is my personal opinion, so don't harass me if you don't agree with what I say in this video. Without further ado, let's get started! We also have two honorable mentions. Honorable mention number 1, Papo Greyhound. I have no idea why I like this guy so much, but in my opinion, he is really adorable. And I also really like that he has like a smooth touch, like there's no fur texture whatsoever. That could be counted as a minus, but I actually really enjoy it. The only thing I could complain about is the coloring, but it's not too bad. Honorable mention number 2, Mojo White Lioness. This model is a beast. It's very large, it looks powerful, and well, that's all I've got to say about it. I mean, there's nothing to say about the coloring, although I do like the coloring of the mouth, the nose, and the eyes. It's accurate and, you know, hasn't gone over the lines and stuff. But yeah, I really like this model. Number 10. Unknown brand German Shepherd. I got this guy at some kind of a sale. The production company of these was something Latvian. The material for this guy sucks because it's very rubbery plastic and the color comes off super easily, which is why I have a lot of trouble transporting him without him getting chipped. But the reason why he's at number 10 is because of these adorable large ears. I think that this model actually managed to somewhat portray what a German Shepherd's ears are like. And this face is meant to melt hearts, trust me. It's just so adorable. Number 9, Mojo Black Panther. This has got to be my favorite Black Panther model. It's large and powerful, nice fur texture, and beautiful yellow eyes. The one thing I could complain about is that there isn't a single shade of brown or any markings on him, unlike the Schleich Black Panther, but the striking pose makes up for it. Number 8, the Papo Husky. I absolutely hate the stock photos for this model because they portray it as a fat, big dog, but in reality, this model is actually very small and skinny. The paint job on it is great, the color of the eyes is gorgeous, and the anatomy is more or less correct too. And that's all I've got to say about this model, honestly. Number 7, Collect Day Emerald Leopard. When I first saw this guy, my jaw literally dropped. It's one of the best leopard figures I've ever seen, aside from Papo. The pose, the anatomy, everything about this model is just so good. If you see this guy in a store, don't hesitate to buy him because you won't be disappointed. Number 6, Collect Day King Cheetah. Another feline by Collect Day, and it's my favorite one by them. I just love this guy. The colors are very nice and blend well. The markings are accurate as well, or sort of, and the pose is great. The only thing I don't like about him is his weird face, but you probably won't pay too much attention to it because it's always looking down, and you can't really see it. Number 5, Papo Weimaraner Dog. I don't know how to pronounce that word, okay? Anyway, this model is gorgeous. I have nothing to say, it's just so good. Some of Papo's dog figures are just beyond amazing, and this dog is a very good example of it. I really like some smaller details about this model, and the coloring is great as well. And his face is also super adorable. Number 4, Papo Snow Leopard. Another Papo figure, but this one is superb. The coloring, very detailed, done with care. Fur texture is realistic and it feels very nice, not chunky. Anatomy is great, although the pose of the small isn't 100% something I'd like, but at least everything else makes up for it. Like the detail put into the tiny face. I'm so happy with this model. However, now the coloring isn't half as good as it was back in 2015 when the model was first released. Now it looks just super sloppy. Number 3, Safari Ltd Border Collie. I'm not a huge fan of Safari Ltd, but this one is a prime example that sometimes this company does amaze me. The small is super adorable, and I especially love the little bandana that they gave him. It, you know, adds some kind of a personality to him, or adds some kind of, you know, makes him different from the other Border Collies from other companies. The anatomy and the fur texture are both great, although the size of the model does bother me sometimes. I mean, it's like super small because of its crouching position. Some models have a goofy face like mine does, and at first I was not at all happy with it, but over time I became attached to it, and now I don't pay attention to it at all, and I actually like it, because it adds some kind of a personality to this model. Number 2, Mojo Clouded Leopard. This guy is such a cutie. He's very tiny, barely the size of the Safari Ltd Border Collie, which makes him one of the smallest adult feline figures I've ever seen from this scale. The paint job, however, is nothing like on the stock photos, but I hadn't seen the stock photos on him before buying, so I had no idea that he actually was supposed to look like that. I still love him the way he is. He also has a tiny, adorable face. If you ever get your hands on some Mojo figures, definitely take this guy home with you. And number 1. Popo Great Dane. The moment I saw this figure, I became attached to it. He is a freaking giant. In fact, he's my largest canine figure from this scale. He's absolutely massive. He is also made of a very nice material. Not too bendy, but also not too hard. And he has a really sad face, and it just makes you want to give him 1,000 hugs. The coloring overall is nice, but it could use some fixing there, and there are a few weird spots on him. But overall, he's an amazing figure. He's like this friendly, kind-hearted giant. Thanks for watching, and remember, this is my personal opinion, not facts. What are your favorite non-Schleich figures? Tell me your thoughts, and I'll see you next time. Bye!